Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel or whatever. Obviously, I know I got young drivers out there or people that want to start driving or just want to know more about their cars or just anything around that bracket. I'm your gal. I'm just going to give you guys some tips and tricks and do's and the don'ts. So, you know, just stay tuned or whatever. Let go. This video is just really to help you drive. I'll give you a bit of my background. So I started driving when I was like 16. That's when I started to learn how to drive. So I was like going into sixth form. And then yeah, from then I've just been driving, mate. Like, I'm not gonna lie though, I am a reckless driver. This is literally like my 6th car and I'm 21, but you know, we move. But yeah guys, so the first thing that I'm gonna say, yeah, is number one, I think the thing that puts people off driving the most is the insurance cost. With insurance, I'm not gonna lie, if you're young, number one, it's gonna be tricky unless you have like a good paying job or you have some sort of finance or income coming in. Insurance is one of the most heftiest payments that you will make in terms of your car. Now, in terms of some ways you can cheat insurance and how you can get it cheaper, so I looked at places that were cheaper for my insurance to run on, but where I live already, it wasn't as expensive as other places. So yeah, just look at the location that you live in. If you can change it, like if your mum or dad live somewhere different, because this is what friends I know have done and it's worked out cheaper for them. So, you know, try and fraud where you live, basically. Number two, this is what I did on my insurance that got it cheaper. I put other drivers that were more experienced than I was, i.e. my mum and my dad. So I put them on my insurance policy as like my backup drivers, and they essentially, all it means is that you have someone that is over the age of 21 that has been driving for like plus 10 years. That's an adult. So yeah, it's kind of like that guaranteed reassurance that someone who knows how to drive can, you know, take responsibility of your car as well. So that makes the price go cheaper. Hey, wrong gear, Jesus. As far as insurance goes, I think that's pretty much all I can say. Oh, one more thing actually. And people aren't gonna tell you this, but I found out from another friend of mine. But when you're getting ready to like pay your insurance or whatever, it is actually vital that you look at the times in which you're trying to apply for your insurance policy in, because the prices change and they differ according to the time. So for example, if you were to get a policy at 301, it will change at 302. So just keep refreshing your page or something, because that's what I did and I managed to get like really good deals. Obviously the deal that I have now, I won't say because you guys will look at me like what, like I'm paying bears, but I've got into lots of accidents, but we'll save that for a story time. Yeah, I think, oh, and lastly about insurance, I would always say try and pay yearly, annually, because it will give you that option. Because it gives you an option to pay either monthly or annually. When I was younger, I did take the monthly option because obviously, as you do, I was really young and I was trying to like pave my way for myself. So I did that monthly. But if you can get your parents or even yourself to pay yearly, then definitely my camera's gonna move. Definitely do that, because in the long run you don't want to have bills on your head every month. So I soon learned that, and then I started paying annually, because it's just easier at the end of the day. Why are all of you selfish, man? Come on, Jesus, take the wheel. Another thing, your MOT, tax, all of that, I'm just going to combine that into one. That is something that you need to know, because these things happen well, you can do it monthly, but these things happen yearly, especially your tax. But it's just little things that will take up your money and stuff. So I would advise, before you get a car, or before you want to start driving, all of this, have savings ready, because I'm not gonna lie guys, driving isn't cheap. Like, and make sure that you have a reason to drive. So before I even started having my car, like, I had to pitch to my parents why I needed to start driving, like, just outweigh the pros and the cons, because more time you're just driving to get a car and to show off, and that was kind of my reason. But at the same time, I actually did need a car because I was going to go to university and it was far. If you know that you don't need a car, don't buy it. But yeah, MOT, that is something I would say, have a calendar. Have something to keep your mind programmed towards it, because it's something that you can forget like this, but you need it. Like, by law, you need an MOT done. So that's just another little cost on the side. Your tax, you cannot drive without car tax. So bro, what are you doing? Yeah, you can't drive without car tax, so that is also another thing. But with car tax, you actually have the option to either pay monthly or yearly. But again, just kill two birds with one stone. Do it yearly, and then you don't have to worry about it until next year. That is what I do. You get a reminder in the post for your tax, so that's also really, really good. Another thing is the actual car to get for first-time buyers and all of that type of stuff. So for me, my first car, it was not anything fancy like this. It was, what was it? It was a KA, and I'm talking about the old dingers, not the new type KA, Ford KA. It was like the odd looking KA. That is the one that I had. At the end of the day, for your first car, you want something that is cheap, very cheap, but that's going to be very durable, because you're a first time buyer. Why are you getting a cute car? You might be getting into accidents here and then, God forbid, but you know, like, just think logically. So yeah. So yeah, just go for a nice cheap car, something that you know that is in your budget, that you can afford. Like, don't be stunting. Like, who are you stunting for? At the end of the day, your driving is getting you to A to B. That's all that you need to worry about, I guess. So yeah, in terms of where to find these cheap cars, the first car that I got was really cheap. It was literally like 600 for a car. That is very cheap, I'm not gonna lie. A good working functional car. Like, when I say cheap car, don't go and get a £200 car, okay? Because there are cars that are £200, but we want you to stay alive as well, you know? So as I said, think wisely. Oh, traffic, man. But yeah, just get yourself a good decent car. 600, I saved, I was working, I was able to get a car, and I was like, yeah, that's the one. Make sure you want to look at things such as like the liters. So I got something definitely below 1.4. It's your first car, so you don't need to, like 1.2, 1 litre, 1.2, that's kind of what you want. So that it works out cheaper for petrol. Am I going the right way? Yeah, so it works out cheaper for petrol. What else? You want to see that it's just cheap to run. So tax is in relation to the liters of your car, I believe. So the higher your, or the bigger your liters are, the higher your tax will be. So the lower the liters you look for, the cheaper the car will be to run, type of thing. Do you get it? I'll also leave some links down below as to what type of websites to go on to look for good, decent, durable, legal cars. But yeah, places like Auto Trader is your best bet for used cars. Gumtree is also good, but still you get some fraudulent activity there. eBay, very legit. But yeah, as I said, I'll just leave links down below of where you can find your first car. But yeah, also I was gonna say, like, if you haven't got your car yet and you're still looking to get your car, or you're still even looking to get your license, like, just a little piece of advice just a little piece of advice when it comes to, like, you know, driving lessons and all of that type of stuff, and knowing what is value for money. Guys, if you get, if someone is telling you 10 lessons for £300, guys, please don't buy it. That is fraudulent activity there, number one. But I was also going to say, if you want to pass like really, really quickly, what I did 4 hours a week, because I know some people do 2 hours in the week, and yeah, you like, some people are fast learners, but I'm very, very slow, especially with the manual as well. So oh my god, yeah, especially with the manual as well. So I would definitely suggest to do 4 hours if you just want to get over and done with. But yeah, 4 hours a week should do it. But yeah, and in terms of what you should learn, guys, learn manual. It just makes sense, because at the end of the day, you don't have to, if you learn manual, you're able to drive both type of cars, so automatic and manual. So it's like killing two birds with one stone again. It's just trying to be efficient at the end of the day. But yeah, guys, I hope I was able to, you know, inform you a little bit about cars. I don't think I've covered everything, because I'm not gonna lie, I had this idea and it just popped up into my head, so I could have planned it way more better. But if you do have any questions or any comments or anything that you want to know, just let me know, and I will do like a part 2. I don't mind, because there's a lot when it comes to cars, in terms of expenses and what you need to know and all of that type of ish. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching or whatever. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.